Compassion is basically like putting your own personal like pride aside and understanding people for who they are, what they are, and where they come from. Because you can be compassionate for somebody and not fully be agreeing with everything they're doing, but you still have compassion for them as a person. Compassion is basically just love, and a lot of people these days don't understand love as the purest form. It's just acceptance and understanding, and that's where compassion comes from. Compassion also stems from understanding, and a lot of people just don't understand people these days, and it's very hurtful. No matter whether you agree or not agree with somebody, just understand where they're coming from. They might be from a different walk of life. They might have different trauma than you, but you still have compassion for that person, for the person to be a person. And that's what compassion really means to me at the end of the day. It's just understanding and the real hard root of actual love. And that's what it is. That's what compassion means to me.
Well, to me, compassion is being able to put aside like yourself and to be selfless for a period. I've always been raised to be very selfless and love other people for whatever situation they may be in, and I feel like no matter like where you are in life, you should be able to understand and like comprehend like what people are going through. So for me, I would say like growing up, everyone in my social studies teacher said ELE, everyone loves everyone. So I feel like that should be definitely passed on, to love everyone and to be compassionate towards other people. I couldn't hear you.
So, compassion for me is when you just love something or anyone deeply, like, you know, most people nowadays have a compassion towards like an ultimate object besides like people nowadays. Like, no one really has compassion towards each other. No one shows love towards like another human being. It's just towards ultimate objects. But I think we gotta be more compassionate towards others and what we're feeling, and be more respectable towards each other. Yeah.
Well, the most important part of compassion for me is not just intending to do good, but to do good effectively. And that means when you're voting on economic policies, to look at economic studies rather than just going by your gut or whatever you've personally seen in your own life for people that you know. And it means getting your information from people who have a lot of quantitative expertise. I have noticed a lot of my social science friends causing some pretty significant harm from making statistical errors that someone in a STEM field or a STEM social science field like economics don't make. And so it's just about using scientific research to make your decisions when, say, donating to charity or voting.
I think first off, compassion is something we need more of. It is something that if you are old enough and grew up in a small town in this country, I think you had more of a feeling of taking care of each other. And before there was social media and sort of this buffer between you and another person, compassion was much more evident. It seems to have taken a back seat now to the ego, to it all being about oneself rather than being about others and caring for others. But I'd like to see this country and this planet realize that we are all human, that it doesn't matter what color our skin is, it doesn't matter what country we came from or what religion we practice. We're human beings, and we've always lived in tribes, and we've always taken care of each other. We're social creatures. We need to rediscover this about ourselves and have a lot more compassion for each other and care for each other. We need to take care of each other. To me, that's compassion.
Compassion means caring about other people and showing empathy towards other people. It will save us and it will change the world. Compassion is essential to human survival. It's essential to help us get through this pandemic. Caring about other people helps us care about ourselves.
I believe that compassion is the intersection between empathy and understanding, or empathy and kindness, really. To be able to take a walk in somebody else's shoes, to really see where they're coming from, and then to act like you would want to be treated in their situation, I believe that is what compassion is.